Mallacia deal to United is sterling in there for you. Antony, too expensive to join Manchester United in there for you. Jong, this week, we're having updates from the Daily Mail. Gerard Moreno, a very good fly on the wall from Barcelona, and Ronaldo, exit of Manchester United. Bruno has really come out and really given his view on what he thinks about that. We are having Christian Eriksen in there for you, Mallacia, and we are having a lot of talk from the camp of Manchester United being reported by the ESPN correspondent for the Manchester United correspondent for ESPN, Rob Dawson. Lots of those onto this channel in there, which goes by names of United Matters channel. Thank you guys for the love. You guys are really showing me mad love, and I'm really loving it in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Reason as to why you should turn on that bell is simple. Soon we are starting to go live. We'll be scheduling lives and be coming in here and talking to you and discussing matters of Manchester United footballing importance in there for you. I'm back with the energy, I'm back with the zeal, I'm back with the therapy of Manchester United transfer news and latest news coming in from the camp of Manchester United. And we've just gotten to know today that United had slated its season to begin on the 4th of July, but Erik ten Hag pulled it back to the 27th because he really felt like he needed to know these players enough for like a week before the 4th of July really reached. Because 8 days from the 4th of July, they're going to play Liverpool in Bangkok in there for you, and it's confirmed. United is going to play 4. No, they're not 4. There are 6 pre-season games. Liverpool, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Rayo Vallecano, and Atletico Madrid, isn't it? Those are the 6 games that United is going to play, and one of those is going to be at Old Trafford on the 31st of July, just a week to United playing a side which goes by the names of Brighton in the Kickstarter of the Premier League in there for you. So let's get into these stories straight away. But today we are celebrating a United legend. Happy birthday, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Joined Manchester United in 2001 and scored 95 goals in 150 games. Oh my God, that means he was almost every game he was worth a goal. That is Ruud van Nistelrooy. That means in only 55 games, that's where he never scored a goal for United. But in 100 games, in 95 games, he really gave his best to United and he scored in there for you. In 2006, he left for Real Madrid, and that really marked the end of his career at Manchester United after he fell out with Sir Alex Ferguson in there for you. After Ruud van Nistelrooy, he's now, before I really tell you another youngster at United that is a star in making. Ruud van Nistelrooy is a legend. We are celebrating, and we're also going to celebrate a star in making today. But just know that Ruud van Nistelrooy is the head coach of PSV Eindhoven, and that's where he hailed from to come to United in 2001, where he really started his career and scored very many goals in there for you. Then after Ruud van Nistelrooy, we are talking Garnacho. You know Garnacho, 18 years old. He is both Spanish and Argentine, but he really chose to play for the Argentina national team. He is one of those youngsters that is rumored to be the next big thing. The next big thing, because he's really talented, and United are really holding him with soft hands. And he comes in at United from the academy, and he graduated last season, and it was courtesy of Ralf Rangnick that was graduated to the first team. Then I don't know how lucky this guy is. He comes in at the very first. He makes it to the first team when Erik ten Hag, one of the best coaches we've known at grooming young talent, is at United. Isn't that a very big chance for this young lad? I think it's a very big young lad, and throw all birthday wishes to Garnacho, 18 years of age, and he is really good and talented, so much skilled, quick foot, and I really like his technique of really shooting that ball into the back of the net of the opponent's goal in there for you. Now, let's leave that at that, and let's go into these stories in there for you. Rob Dawson, Manchester United correspondent for ESPN, has come out and really let us know what and put us in the know on what is happening in the camp of United. He has said Erik ten Hag has made building a dressing room spirit at Manchester United one of his key goals after being briefed about the series of leaks from within the squad last season. Obviously, we know that a lot of leaks were coming out of the squad last season, and Jesse Lingard was really let out to the world by Paul Scholes, that he talked to Paul Scholes and told him that things are really not going on well into this camp in there for you. Paul Ebede Pogba is another leak, and why I really got to know that these were the most two links plus Dean Henderson in there when Richard Arnold met the United fans that were really demonstrating in the pub. He told them that don't expect any leaks to get out of the dressing room, because the two players that were really letting out the leaks have been really shown or exited out of Manchester United. And by then we had Jesse Lingard, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata, and Cavani who had left. But guess who people came into the news and really let out things? Jesse Lingard. Paul Scholes really came out and really outshone him to the world, and Paul Ebede Pogba. So those two were really out, but he's working to see to that leaks are not getting out of the dressing room again. That's good too, Ralf Rangnick. He continues to say that the squad were initially told pre-season training would start on 4th July until Ten Hag brought the date forward by a week. I've just explained that in the start of this video. Then Rob Dawson continued to say that sources said the players who returned to Carrington this week have been impressed with Ten Hag during his first few days as a manager. He's been keen to lead sessions instead of leaving the coaching to his assistants. This is what you benefit when you bring in a manager who is a coach too. Ten Hag gives a lot of attention to detail. I've seen him looking at the youngsters and really telling them you should be doing this. He's talking to the senior players, and it looks like he is really so much good to really get something out of the team. I'm so 100% positive. People are really saying that Erik ten Hag might not really come in through and really give us what we expect. Why not? Why not? These players at United are good enough. They are good enough. Most of them are good enough. But their mindset needed to be polished into the right order. And he came out and said the problem as to why these players really lost very many games last season. United only won 16 games out of the 38. Can you imagine? 16. And we are in the UEFA Europa League courtesy of Brighton beating West Ham. If West Ham went ahead to beat Brighton, would have been in the Conference League. And he said that the reason as to why these players lost, they lacked fitness and conditioning, and that's what Erik ten Hag is working on right now. He needs it immediately, and he's working on it right now. And going back to the mindset of these players, as Erik ten Hag came out and really said, it was also witnessed by Ralf Rangnick just a week after entering Manchester United. He hired a psychologist to come in and really work on the psychology and brain of these players, because their mentality is too weak. It was confirmed way back by Zlatan, I think in 2020, I think, when he was being interviewed about his time all-star at Manchester United. Ibrahimovic said, I went to a big club where I found players with a weak mentality. You get celebrating small wins. A player with a weak mentality celebrates small wins. You get, but a player with big mentality celebrates titles. He wants to celebrate when he's holding that trophy in the stadium of Old Trafford, or doing a trophy parade in Manchester. That's what United wants. You get? And that's what Erik ten Hag is really working on to see to it that he really gets to that level. Players have been told to pass on the message to family members and agents. Ten Hag's assistant, Steve McLaren, will be asked to act as a bridge between the players and management in an effort to solve any issue which arise. So when you look at what everything concerning Manchester United, we really had lots of problems, and I really come out and really feel bad and pity people who do the job I'm doing in here. Like, we are really broadcasting this news of sports for Manchester United, who come out and really hit hard at those people in the pod. Lots of things have been astray at Manchester United, and Rome was not built in one day. I'm so much bitter at people who think that everything is going to get to order in just a month. It can't. It can't. The CEO just left, and Richard Arnold, the new CEO, just did us a favor and said, all right, I'm leaving the footballing matters for Motaf in there for you and his team. You get? Talk to your teams. My case is business. Getting you money, getting in a player. You get? That's what I'm going to do. That's a very huge positive, because Ed Woodward had to put his nose in every department at Manchester United. He felt like he was the god or the kingmaker at Manchester United. So Richard Arnold said, no, I'm not going to do that. Secondly, the selection of the coach. Picking Eric Ten Hag over Pochettino is an announcement and signal that United is really going to the next level of what we were not experiencing the previous seasons. We've accepted our mistakes, that we don't want an already made product. Let's bring in a manager who is really going to build the team. Build with a winning mentality, and then mend it with the players from the academy, the young and the old. That's what Eric Ten Hag is all about. So lots of things are happening, and when you hear such things, it shows you that the players had no one to talk to when they really had things pinching them at their heart. You get? They always had thorns in their skin, and they had no one to really address those issues too. You get? Now, Steve McLaren, who is so much respected, he worked under Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. We won the treble when he was really an assistant of Sir Alex Ferguson. He's so much respected by these players, and they've told them that if at all you want to say anything to the management, pass through Steve McLaren, because Steve McLaren knows the hierarchy of United very well, and he knows the protocol in there for you. And they've told them that pass the message to your family members and agents not to come out in the news and really late out things. One, remember, what showed you that the United camp was in astray? Antony Martial's agent, who has never come out to say anything negative, as soon as Ragnick arrived, he was the first to go in the news and put out a story that he wants to go out on loan. You get? Then later, we had, I showed you a story of the girlfriend of Sergio Romero, who really came out and ranted at United over them not really letting the husband go. You get? That's what they are talking about in there for you. And the partners of the respective players of Manchester United have been told, please don't let out anything to the media in there for you. So that is what Rob Dawson is telling us. And United players have been encouraged to be more open interviews next season, but have been told that disagreements between individuals should be handled in-house and not publicized. I like the way Eric Ten Hag is building this, because the only way you are going to get results on the pitch is having a very stable dressing room. Every manager that has fallen out at Manchester United, or has been sacked at Manchester United, it all starts from the dressing room. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, because he threw certain players under the bus. Jose Mourinho, he fell out with Paul Ebide Pogba, and Paul Ebide Pogba is the reason as to why Mourinho was sacked at Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, very worse. Very worse. The coming in of Ronaldo really separated the dressing room a lot, because the English players felt like the space they were enjoying at the helm of the crown was being taken by Ronaldo. You get? So that really created groups in Manchester United, and those cliques really led to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being sacked. So he knows it very well. He knows it very well that if at all I don't put my dressing room in order, I'm really not going to see things happen. And he made it clear that when we are going for the preseason, I think United is jetting off on the 7th to Bangkok. When we are going for the preseason, no player will follow United or will jet that plane to Bangkok when he is not okay with staying at Manchester United. If you're not okay with staying at Manchester United, you'll stay in Manchester such that your deal gets done and you get sold off. That's what Eric Ten Hag told these players in there for you. Then We leave that at that, and then let's go to the Ericsson story. It has been brought to you by Melissa Reddy. Melissa Reddy is a senior sporting reporter, a senior reporter at Sky Sports in there for you. I really like this lady when she's really articulating issues, especially Manchester United. She's always at Old Trafford, most of the times outside Old Trafford when she's being brought on Sky Sports News, and really she articulates issues in there for you. By the way, when you see a woman doing sports, I really feel like, all right, should I even get a girlfriend who does sports such that we sit in here and really we start to discuss issues in there for you guys? I'm just joking in there for you. But Melissa Made is really good in there for you. She has come out and said Ericsson is deciding whether to accept the offer from Manchester United or stay at Brentford. There are, however, other proposals on the table that he remains open to. I believe if Ericsson is fair enough to himself, the best move he's supposed to make is to come to Manchester United. Obviously, this manager of United really plays with very many systems. He's not an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stuck on one system there for you. He plays a 4-2-3-1. He plays a 4-4-2 that is diamond. He plays a 4-1-4-1. You get? He plays a 4-1-3-2. He plays a 4-3-1-2. You get? I've seen him play very many different systems at Ajax, and every system is applied according to which team is playing. So Ericsson can be in that midfield three with De Jong, Bruno Fernandes, and Ericsson, and even Danny Van Beek. It can happen like that. We can play a diamond like that. So I see no reason as to why Ericsson is really worried to come to Manchester United. It's high time, because today is 1st July. He's a free agent and he can make his decision immediately to come in at Manchester United. So to me, I'm 90% sure that Ericsson is coming at Manchester United. I don't know what your percentage is, but for me, I'm that sure that he's coming at Manchester United in there for you. Then Bruno Fernandes had to go in the media in Portugal. He was talking to Record Portugal and had lots of things to say, but amongst all what he said, there is something I found so much crucial about a player who goes by the names of Ronaldo, who is his captain at the national team. Bruno first said, we haven't won in the last few years, but let's try all the competitions. It's something that starts from scratch now. There is a new project. There is a lot of time for it to flourish. When you see players really so much positive about this, you really know that at least they're really appreciating what changes are really so much crucial at Manchester United. Bruno renewing his contract, because they had really put this contract on table for so long, such that he earns close to £200,000 a week. Bruno delayed to put pen to paper because he was not sure of the project at Manchester United. But after Richard Arnold sat down and really explained to him what United is going to do, he said, all right, I've been convinced by the project. You're bringing in Erik ten Hag and you're really going to sign in more players. Let's put pen to paper and do the needful in there for you. Then he went ahead to say, Bruno on Ronaldo, I spoke to him a few weeks. We are both on vacation. No one bothers friends on vacation. I hope to meet him on the 4th to train there at Manchester United. I'm not expecting more than that. This was asked to him relating to rumors that Jorge Mendes made Tony Bowley the new chairperson of Chelsea president, and he offered him to Inter Milan, he offered him to a side which goes by the names of Juventus, and they are saying that Ronaldo wants to play Champions League, he doesn't want to play UEFA Europa League at United. So we wait and see whether United is going to stay. But Bruno says, I spoke to him a few weeks ago, no one bothers a friend on vacation, but he expects him to be at Carrington on the 4th. That is Monday in there for you. I also expect Ronaldo on 4th to train with United, but that doesn't rule out his desires to really leave United. Of course, he really wants to leave United, according to me, because I don't see him, because the moment he's in UEFA Europa League and Messi is playing Champions League, oh my God, it's really going to stretch it to the next level. But in this year, Ronaldo can really make it and turn it around, because there is World Cup. If at all he really pushes hard in the World Cup, that means the Ballon d'Or will obviously go to him, because I really believe that if at all Ronaldo really goes ahead and plays very well and wins it, the Ballon d'Or will go to him. If Messi wins the Ballon d'Or, if Messi wins the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or will go to him. And those are the only two options that are really going to stop Karim Benzema from winning the Ballon d'Or, according to me. If Messi or Ronaldo don't win the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or is going to go to a player who goes by the names of Karim Benzema in there for you. Bruno continued to say there is nothing more than that, but each one takes care of their future. I don't believe that the club is willing to lose a player of the value of Ronaldo. Obviously, Ronaldo, the club doesn't want to lose Ronaldo. They don't want to lose Ronaldo. They can't wait to see him don into that jersey and post it onto his social media that has close to 453 million followers on Instagram. He's the most followed human according to me. Look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You get, he has lots of followers, and the club really knows that you're going to really get lots of money out of these kids that Ronaldo, if Ronaldo models in them, and you know that it's really going to be a very good deal for United in there for you. Then we go to Mail Sport. Simon Jones said, here we are done with Ronaldo and Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag. Now let's get into the transfer vibe. I know most of you are saying, Rokani, aren't you getting at the transfers? Let's get to the transfer vibes immediately either for you. Speedy, we are really going to do it rushingly because I think it's taking too long for you. Mail Sport James Simon Jones has an update on Lisandro Martinez. United are expected to make a major push of Lisandro Martinez over the weekend and hope that the pool of Eric Ten Hag will give them an advantage over Arsenal in there for you. They continue to say that Lisandro Martinez is open to joining either United or Arsenal and hasn't closed off the prospect of the latter should they reach an agreement with Ajax in there for you. So for Lisandro Martinez, he's okay to play the Premier League, either at Arsenal or Manchester United. So whoever agrees a deal with Ajax, for him, he's open to a move to the Premier League in there for you. And he will believe that if Man United goes in with a bid, it's really going to be very hard for Arsenal to convince this player to come in at Emirates, because this player was really brought in from a side which goes by the names of Argentina by the current manager of Manchester United, and he really gave him a European football life. And do you expect him to betray Eric Ten Hag in there for you? I don't really feel that he's really going to go ahead and betray him, and no second thought he's going to have if at all United really does the needful and really goes ahead to make that bid in there for you. Then we had the Telegraph in there for you. This is the newspaper, and Mark van de Kraan in there for you came out and told us that Martinez is very high on Eric Ten Hag's wish list, so I expect big developments in the next 24 or 48 hours. Martinez will also have his hopes pinned on United, who are absolutely top club for him. Obviously, this is like an open book. Reason being, Martinez can't go to a coach he doesn't know. Even if Arteta has proven that his project is so much convincing than that of Eric Ten Hag, the Englishman has already stated it that better the devil you know than an angel you don't know. So the devil is Eric Ten Hag. He knows it. However much people are saying that Arsenal really having a better place for him to go in there for you, but he doesn't know that angel known as Mikel Arteta. So he's trying to really to go in and do the needful. So it beats me to see people coming out and really saying that he's really going to go that side. I really doubt that he's really going to go in there for you, because his heart and future is best anchored at Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United, because he knows him better. He knows where to put him. And United have already told us that they are really taking off Phil Jones, Eric Bailly, Tuanzebe. 3 defenders are going to be swept away. That means he has space. He's going to be the 4th defender in there for you. And the advantage he has over these others, no defender in United is left-footed. No one is left-footed. And Eric Ten Hag believes in playing a left-footed centre-back on the left side of the central defence. That's where he comes into play in there for you. So that is coming in from Dutch. Then we go to Tyrell Mallacia, a deal that is really stalling because of the change of agent in there for you. David Austin this morning has come out and told us that Tyrell Mallacia to United is being complicated by a representation issue. Mallacia was using Ali Dusan as his agent, but not authorized on this, so he's doing it with his father. Then Sammy Mokbel, you know him, chief Football reporter Daily Mail has come out and said Mallacia changing his agent during the transfer window amid a move to United is said to be a significant complication for this deal to happen. In therefore, he continued to say that Tyrell Mallacia is represented by HCM Sports Management, the same agents as Frankie de Jong. However, Mallacia has made clear he does not want HCM to do this deal, creating significant hurdles for United with regards to completing a deal. So it's another mix-up. It's another mix-up because I cannot blame United over this. It's the problem of Mallacia. It's not United's problem. You cannot come in here and really put up United on the sword that this deal is not happening because of their not knowing to negotiate. They did the needful. They stopped the lad from going to Olympic Lyon. They hijacked the deal. They now have it in their hands and they're now discussing personal terms. But United is not affected anyway because it's not United that told the young lad to go on and really take off HCM from the negotiation deal of Mallacia. It's not United to blame. And this does not affect a De Jong deal anywhere because I know the agent is really having lots of money, all commission on the De Jong deal. And De Jong is his preferred agent. And even if he really feels bad, the child had told him that I don't want you to be my agent anymore. Don't really negotiate this deal. It's supposed to be my father to negotiate this deal. So that's where the deal is. And United is waiting to see how these things are going to happen. But these are small issues. Small issues. Therefore, it's all about money, and money is going to exchange hands, and everything is going to go on as planned in there for you. So Mallacia is telling for now there is a setback in the deal because he was expected to be declared a done deal. Because United has already agreed terms with Feyenoord, and you never know, there might even be some cut off because Feyenoord are interested in a player who goes by names of Chongi, that academy left-footed player of Manchester United who spent the entire season at Birmingham. But the problem is one, Mallacia has to agree personal terms with United. And this is where United is waiting, and then he separates with HCM agency and he's talking to his father and fronting him to come and negotiate the deal. This is what is lagging this deal. It's not good news for Manchester United, I know, but we know this deal is in our hands. We're really going to get it done in there for you. And I think the agent will play adult enough not to really halt this deal of De Jong. But I know he really has a lot of commission on the deal of De Jong. So even if he really fights for this young lad who goes by names of Mallacia, the lad has decided that I've cut ties with you. So it's better to stay with De Jong and let the lad go in there for you, because in the contract you signed might have expired. And let's wait and see what that adds to in there for you, because Mallacia is really one of those that we are so much expectant to have in training next week. So we leave Mallacia at that. We go to De Jong in there for you. David Austin has come out and said United and Barcelona have a consensus on a fee for Frankie de Jong, 85 million euros, including 20 million euros in bonuses. But there is still work to do on the structure and payments, while personal terms also need to be discussed. This is the same thing that Fabrizio Romano said on YouTube when I was watching him yesterday night. He said that the deal is done, but the problem is not the upfront fee. The problem is the add-ons. Remember, these add-ons are too huge. 20 million euros of add-ons. They need to negotiate on how they're really going to come in through. When De Jong plays such and such number of games, you get this amount of money. When he takes you into the Champions League, you get this amount of money. When you win the Premier League, when you finish in top 4, you win this amount of money. When he really scores such a number of goals, you get us this amount of money. When do blah blah blah, lots of things are really going to happen in there for you, and I know that's what Barcelona is trying to agree on, but this deal is being lagged by only that. And I warn United, the Ballon d'Or clause, I think Barcelona won't accept it, because United is not on that level of really getting a player to win a Ballon d'Or, because ever since we've existed, I've only seen Ronaldo winning a Ballon d'Or. And how many players have we had that have stepped on the podium at United? How many are they? So Ballon d'Or stuff, United negotiating tactic and clauses like those, we are too shitty, and I think they're brought in by by Matt Judge, thinking that if at all you put in a ball and someone wins, it will come in and work hard in there for you. But they're not working. They're not working anymore. So that is David Austin saying that. And then we have a story of Ren Malstegensen via VNL on Sports Witness has come out and said on Frankie de Jong, in Erik ten Hag's way of thinking, it is a logical first purchase. Frankie is of course a great footballer, and I would really like to see him at United in there for you. So for him, he really says Frankie de Jong should be coming at Manchester United in there for you. And for him being a logical purchase, as he's saying, it's a bait. It's a bait for other players to convince them to come at United, and it's really doing Erik ten Hag bad that he's really taking this process. He said that he really wanted to have him in training next week. You get? And that in the mind of Frankie, in the mind of Erik ten Hag, he really believes that the deal is done and dusted. That's what he's thinking. So we are waiting to see what these other people really have on table in there for you. But reports from Netherlands say that Erik ten Hag really wants this player at Manchester United, and he's seeing him as a logical first purchase in there for you that can really convince others to come in here to do the needful. Now, FC Barcelona are trying to get 70 million euros fixed for De Jong, along with 15 to 20 million add-ons in there for you. Now, this is Gerard Romero coming out and saying that Barcelona really want United to pay an upfront of 70 million euros, then 15 to 20 million bonuses. So it all confirms what Fabrizio and David Austin have just told us, that this deal, what is lagging it is the bonuses. How the bonus is going to be paid in there for you and slashed into the right way that Barcelona feel like will really get its entire money in the next years to come without any hurdle of Frankie de Jong becoming a flop at Manchester United. That is Gerard Moreno, the man who championed this deal in there for you, because on 7th of May, he came out and said de Jong to Manchester United is 95% done. Alright, then Simon Jones of Mail Sport, he has said the Frankie de Jong deal will be finalized over the weekend. Oh my God. This weekend we might really see a here we go in there for you, because these things are really getting to a halt. You get to a finish, to accomplishment, because on Tuesday a story broke out of De Jong that United have really agreed a fee with Real Madrid and now working with the bonuses. Now you can't tell me that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it will take United close to 6 days to negotiate all this. I think they have to really go in and do it in the best interest of time, because Erik ten Hag wants this player at Manchester United. And over the weekend, he's flying back to Netherlands, that is De Jong, and he's going to fly to Barcelona. So if United don't conclude, if United don't get this deal done early enough via the weekend, the player will have to go back to Barcelona to report on training, and then you'll have to say bye-bye to them. So this is something that De Jong wouldn't want. If he's not going back to Barcelona, then he should really go back to Netherlands and then come to Carrington straight. That's what De Jong really wants in there for you. But we are waiting to see whether this is really going to happen in there for you. Lastly, our last story of the day, we are really bringing you a player who goes by the names of Antony, and a story coming in from Marcel van de Kraan saying that Antony looks unlikely to join Manchester United due to his 80 million euros valuation by Ajax. 80 million valuation, that is close to 70 million pounds. That is so much. Even me, I cannot pay that money. I cannot urge United to go and pay that money. Why pay it? We have other people that can do the job. We have other people that can do the job. Amad Diallo can do the job. Sancho can come on and play on the right and play very well, because he really played very well during that side of Borussia Dortmund. Secondly, Martial or Rashford can go ahead and really take on that side, and we can really produce results. You get? Even Danny Van Beek can play onto the right side of the midfield, and we really go ahead and really get results. So why do we spend 80 million pounds on Antony right now? No way. No way. If I'm United, I don't go in for that. I've had people coming out and really saying that, all right, now it's the time to really go ahead and skin a player who skin the CEO of Manchester United, Richard Arnold, because he was in the pub and told the fans that United has all the money to spend. But do you urge United to go on and spend 80 million euros for a player who goes by the names of Antony? Yet United has really gotten a player who goes by the names of Frankie de Jong, who is 100% or 100 times better and proven than Antony, and we are getting him at only, is it 80 million euros, and we are paying 56 million pounds up front. So do you tell me that in your right sense of understanding you can come out and urge United to go ahead and do this deal? I don't. I cannot really urge United to go and do an Antony deal at 80 million euros. He's overpriced. Leave him for them, and next season he's really going to cut the price like David Neres. And if at all you really go ahead and really do the needful and show them that we are out of the deal, they'll call out for you because the player has indicated that he wants to come in and play for United. You get? So Ajax, please. Van der Sar, you can't really keep Antony. You know the status of your club. You are not a player keeping club. You are not a dream team for every player, but you are a stepping stone for these players. They take you and they use you as a stepping stone, then later they really get where they want. Get Antony to Manchester United, like at 50 million pounds. The highest price shouldn't exceed 50 million pounds, but the realistic price of Antony should be 40 million pounds in there for you. And if I'm Ajax, I go in and tell Manchester United, can you get me 2 players on loan, Pelestri and Amad Diallo, and I really use them. You get? And you get them, those players in there for you. I think it can work for them. Those 2 players can really do a lot of work at Ajax. You play Amad Diallo off the right, then Pelestri off the left, because he really has the pace and energy in there for you. So to me, that's the advice I would give to Van der Sar, our ex-goalkeeper, whom I love very much. And let's see how this is really going to come on and happen, beside which goes by names of Manchester United and Ajax in there for you. But we've talked about lots of stories. Happy birthday to Ruud van Nistelrooy and Garnacho in there for you. One a legend in the names of Ruud van Nistelrooy, the other a legend in making in there for you, who has really made his step high into the senior team of Manchester United. That is Garnacho making 18. We've talked about United and the players, how Erik ten Hag has really put up new orders on these players on what they're supposed to do in and out of the dressing room, and he has ordered them to stop their agents to come out and really air what is happening in the dressing room, and secondly to their wives, to tell them that please zip up your mouths each and every time you're really talking about matters concerning the team. Thirdly, we've talked Bruno saying that Ronaldo is going nowhere. Fourthly, we've talked about Mallacia, Lisandro Martinez, Antony, and De Jong in there for you. So feel free to go in the comment section. Tell me what you think about what you've talked about. We are welcome onto this channel. You are welcome onto this channel. Go into the comment section and tell me what you think about these deals coming to happening in there for you. I go by the names of Rock and David. United Matters channel is a channel, and this is our first video of the day, and today we are going 3 videos. Wait for them, and you guys are really showing me lots of love. Thank you. I sign out for now. See you later.